Boyd by stealing the previous frame on the black. Robertson with one of his trademark long reds.
Amazing, I thought he could have held better for the pink. Just tells me this cloth isn't as responsive as maybe the players would like it to be. Can still cut the pink in, but it's a thin one, and the cue ball will be going away from the reds a little. So playing the thin blue into the right-hand centre pocket. Oh, good pop. It reminds me of a match that Neil played with Stuart Bingham in the Welsh Open final a couple of months back. He was working on that one as well, and he struggled for a while, Neil. He went into shell a little bit, and then from nowhere produced a terrific, I think it was 130 something break to win a title. And he's sort of started this final frame of the session in similar sort of mode. He's been attacking, potted that tremendous red to get in. That blue in the middle pocket was an excellent pot, and now he looks sort of, well, in a sort of bullying mode. He looks as sped up a little bit, going for his shots. He looks attacking again. Looks completely different.
Yeah, a couple of tight frames that he's won on the final black have made such a difference to this session. The very first of the morning, and the one we've just seen, Murphy on the losing side both times. More often than not, Murphy has got in first today, but quite a few times he's broken down around about the 40-point mark. Both players a little slower than they would normally be, and I think that's indicative of the tense nature of this session, where fluency has been lacking.
Thank you.
And there you go. That's the average frame time for the entire match, which means that today it's been a little bit slower than that. Well into its 6th hour.
Amazing. You look at Neil Robertson, the way he's playing this deciding frame of the session, or last frame of the session, because completely at odds with the way he's been playing the majority of this session. He's been cautious, not wanting to take shots on. Now this is more like the Neil Robertson we're used to seeing.
And no real surprise, because of course he has the comfort of knowing that even if he loses his frame, he starts tonight at 9-7, so he can free his arm now. Getting to 9 would have been the target in this session, and if he can make it a 4-frame lead, well, all the better. Murphy concerned. But it's got to be a good sign if you can play below par and still win a session, as Robertson's threatening to do. That's what it's all about here at the Crucible. You can't always be at your best. There'll be sessions which are tough. That's when you have to dig deep. Very aggressive shot, but not the result Robertson wanted.
30.
Yes, just didn't catch that apex red fully enough. I don't believe he's got a pot on now, but a decent start to this final frame of the second session of this match. Just needs to keep the pressure on Shaun with a good safety here, possibly leaving the cue ball near that yellow pocket.
Neil Robertson, 30.
doing.
And again, that really is magnificent from Neil Robertson. That straight cue action, holding him in good stead. Choice of yellow or green, being left-handed. The green might be a bit of a stretch. But he's about 6'1", Neil Robertson.
It was that long potting prowess which really caught the eye when he first came on the circuit. He was a bit rough around the edges in other aspects of his game, but he's always been a terrific long potter, and of course he's added so much more in the years since he first appeared from Melbourne, Australia, with not much more than a bit of change in his pocket, really. Tough baptism of fire when he first turned pro, fell off the tour as a teenager, which I think just steeled himself to be even more determined to make it. And he certainly has done that with honours, winning at least one ranking title every season since 2006. When he won the Grand Prix for his maiden ranking title, he's now got 16 of them, including the big ones. World and UK, which he's won twice, and the Masters as well.
Nine. Ten.
I think Murphy is going to reflect on what might have been in this second session. 3 frames that he might well have won, 2 he should certainly have won that he lost.
Yes, he hasn't really had a look in this frame, Shaun Murphy. And if Neil can run out here and take victory in this final frame of the session and establish that 4-frame lead for the first time in the match,
16.
and there will have a lot to do when this match concludes this evening.
17.
Try as he might, he just couldn't get back to within a single frame. He threatened to do so a couple of times, Murphy. But Robertson has always been able to keep him at arm's length. And it's looking a formality now to complete
22.
what would be his second 5-3 session, and a very tight grip on this second round match.
Just such a different player for me, Neil Robertson, when he plays like this. He looks confident, he looks attacking. And of course, such a prolific break builder, century break maker, Neil Robertson. This is his style of play, but the way he's been playing in the last few frames, I just feel that Shaun Murphy's the one that's missed the boat.
$23. 29. 30.
Reckless frame ball. Audience here at the Crucible Theatre, and that man there are fully aware that that now should be 10-6 to Neil Robertson.
And I think in some ways this will satisfy Robertson
36.
more than the first session when he was all about the big breaks, because he's not been at his best, and yet he's emerged with the same advantage in this session as he gained in the first, which all adds up.